Welcome back, everyone, to Parx Racing for Let's Go Racing. Time for our feature segment this week, and it's a pleasure to bring in trader Butch Reid. And Butch, the article Dick Girardi has written this week for Let's Go Racing Parx.com centers on your story. Of course, you've been around horse racing for a long, long time. When you decided to come and settle here to Parx, what were the main thoughts in your decisions?
Well, it was obviously the slot money when that came in, and I could see that Parx was going in the right direction, so we decided to make the move and come up here.
And you have firsthand knowledge of what kind of things that the money does, the local money for the local economy, the state economy, just the kind of impact that that has.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my outfit is a relatively small outfit, but it's half of a barn of the 32 barns we have here.
Right.
I have 14 employees. My payroll last year was over $500,000, and that all is, taxed, and all payroll taxes are paid. Plus, my workman's comp is over $100,000. So all my employees rent homes or buy homes in the area, and I myself bought a home in the area. So we're definitely contributing to the local economy and the state economy.
But there's a perception out there that all horse owners are these rich people who just have unlimited amounts of money. Can you dissuade the people of that and explain the reality of expenses and what actually goes into running a race?
Well, yes, it's very expensive to own a racehorse right now in this time. And in fact, there's very few people who can do it. But a real popular thing now is partnership. So a lot of people are getting involved with it, and it spreads out the cost of it. It costs roughly about $3,000 a month to own a racehorse right now. So it's very expensive, but it's the greatest game played outdoors and giving a lot of people a lot of enjoyment.
And how much did your owners spend last year at the sales like down at Timonium when they were buying yearlings?
Over $1 million. I mean, and they're all mostly Pennsylvania bred. Right. So that's money that's coming right back into the state and going right into the ground in Pennsylvania and keeping our green acres viable and all things like that.
Now, Butch, you talked about the fact that you kind of have what you called a half stable and the kind of economic impact that just that half stable has. But when you multiply that through all the stables here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Penn National, Presque Isle, the harness racing barns, I mean, the numbers begin to just magnify exactly what it is you're talking about.
Exactly. I mean, I'm half of one barn, and there's hundreds of barns in the state, so that gives you some idea of how much money is being poured into the local economies. And mine is, I mean, well over millions of dollars last year, getting spread out in the state.
And when you did make your decision, obviously based on the casino coming in, you've been here since I believe 2008 is when you first settled in here.
Something like that.
You happy with your decision?
Absolutely, brilliant decision. I love the area, and the people here have been so nice to me, and my company has prospered. So was a good call.
Butch, everybody that knows you, you're like a 1 and 1A. You and Jenny are out there every day. How important is she to the barn?
Oh, she's the best horse I got in the barn, as they say. She's a strong hand. She's out there keeping everything in order, and gives me the flexibility to come up to the rail and concentrate on the horses and the owners. Having her in the barn, it's great.
But you're, again, with a half a stable, would you like to expand? Are you happy with where you are, with what you have? How do you feel going forward here in 2018?
I'm very comfortable where we are. I always try to stress in my career the quality of the horses. I hopefully will. That's why we go to the sales and buy the young horses. That's where you're going to get a little better quality horse. So that's what we strive for. But if a 50-horse outfit come along, I'm not going to turn them away. So yeah.
Well, he's no stranger to the winner's circle, always wins at a high percentage, and that's what it's about. It's winning at that high percentage for the guys that like to play. And Butch, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your busy morning and get back to the barn and take care of those guys. But thanks for joining us.
Okay, pleasure being here. I'll be on my way back to the barn right now.
Got it.